We have a cross number here where some of the clues are not very useful to begin with, such as a 3-digit square or even a cube. So I'm going to focus on twice a fifth power. 1 to the power 5 is 1, so that's no good. Let's jump to 2 to the power 5. Now I know that's 32. You can also get it by doing 2 to the 4 times 2. 2 to the 4 is 16, 16 times 2. Or you can do 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. Okay, whichever way works for you. 3 to the power 5. I'm going to do a similar method. 3 to the 4 I know is 81 because it's actually 3 squared squared. So it's 9 squared. And 81 times 3 is then 243. Okay, so that one was too small. This one might work. Let's just check. 4 to the power 5. The more you know about these sorts of numbers, the quicker you can be. But I don't know. I couldn't just tell you what 4 to the power 5 is. I'd need to do a bit more work. But I do know that 4 to the power 3 is 64. And then 4 squared is 16. And here I'm going to get 640 by doing 64 times 10. And then 64 times 6, well, 60 times 6 is 360. So I'm already up to 1,000. And I'll be adding something else on. I think it's 1,024. But in any case, it's 4 digits, so I'm not interested in it. And I've actually found my answer to 1 down. Now it's twice a fifth power, so it's got to be, well, yeah, that one would be 64. This one would be even bigger. It's going to be 686. Sorry, 486 for 1 down. Okay, that's useful because it's going to help me out with some of the other clues. A fourth power now. So we can sort of see that 3 to the power 4 is going to be too small. That was 81. What about 4 to the power 4 then? So that's going to be 64 times 4. Um, we can double it to 128. It's going to be 256. Okay, that is too small. 5 to the power 4, that's actually 25 times 25, which is, I know, is 625. You might need to do more calculations to get this. Fair enough. And then 6 to the power 4, I should probably, I mean, I reckon it's going to be 625, but let's just check. It's going to be 36 times 36, and that is definitely going to be bigger than 3 digits. So I've got my next one. I've got 625 here. Remember, we're trying to work out what goes in the star. So I've done 3 across and I've done 2 down. Okay, a cube that ends in a 5 with 3 digits. Probably there's not that many options, but I think I'm going to focus on 1 across now. A square number that begins with 4. Well, 20 squared is 400. Well, that one can't start with a 0, so rule that out. 21 squared is actually 441. Okay, I know that one. 22 squared, I think, is 484. Again, if you need to do calculations, no problem. So, is there a cube number that would that work? Is there a cube number that starts with a 4 and ends with a 5? That's kind of what we're down to thinking about. Might need to think about just the cube numbers in isolation now. For it to end in a 5, basically the starting number also needs to end in a 5. Now, 5 cubed is 125. And actually, it's got to be that one. There's nothing like 15 cubed is going to be more than 3 digits, and no other number will work. So as soon as I got that 5, I could have actually written that straight down, and then I could have written my 441 down. So our final answer is 4. Quite a lot of different calculations. The more you know about these sorts of numbers, the quicker you can do it. But in any case, that's the logical sort of process for solving this problem. Well done.